I need to ask you a question.
Be curious, Drifters.
Allegron's won the Brisbane Cup, but it's all Antino. Blake Shin, take a bow. Barraquil, Benny Allen hasn't moved.
Broadside him, bobbed, won the Golden Rose.
Pride of Jenny, trying to find the reserves at the 100. She's 3 in front of Mr. Brightside. It's all too late. Pride of Jenny has run them into the night. Switzerland, a big winner by 2.5 Bellatrix Star.
He's down, Jolly Star. She is a star in the making. Jolly Star bolts in.
It's all Isthmus. She's very smart and fast.
Mate, what a weekend day one was, with day two just on the doorstep. Apologies for this episode being a day later than usual, but your boy was getting hammered in his 9 to 5. But
not hammered as in on the piss hammered. The sort of hammered that we can't get around.
No, like I had to move some things around sort of stuff. But that's okay. Let's have a quick look back though. Do you remember what I texted you? Let me check when this... It would have been about 4:36 on Saturday. 1 minute after the Doncaster Mile started. I was like, she has to be Winks to win this. What do we got here with Sheeza?
What do we got?
Wow.
Wowee.
That was impressive.
I was sitting next to G, my lovely wife, watching the Doncaster at the Norman B Hotel. Decent setup, by the way, Drifters. Haven't been there for a very long time.
Weird setup. Like a weird text to get.
Yeah.
Like the Norm B, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been there since 2011.
Yeah, I don't think I'd been there for at least 10 years.
Yeah. Did you see like any leagueies there or what?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. Alfie was dancing on the tables after having too many vodka Red Bulls. Yeah, someone was pissing into their mouth in the bloke's toilets. I don't know who that was though. But yeah, I turned to G and said, she's going to have to be an absolute superstar to win this. And that was when your text came through. Sitting last or second last off a moderate tempo, comes widest on the turn, lane 14, 15. And from that, in about 200 metres, she was ahead of them.
First time on rain-affected ground.
First time on rain-affected ground as well. Her side's Japanese too. Or he raced in Ireland, but so he was probably used to soft decks, but Japanese. So
Saxon.
They usually don't like the wet. And mate, her turn of foot. Not only that, her acceleration to the line. It is a travesty that we will not see her in a Cox Plate come springtime.
Yeah.
And like all the data nerds, rubbing themselves in the wash up, had every right to. Like they're saying this wasn't a rating that matched Winks when she won the Doncaster, but it may as well have. Like it was very close, and everyone who's coming out saying, "Oh, but the 49 kilos, bruh, yeah, yes, obviously."
Like 4.5 lengths.
Yeah, 4.5 lengths after where she was in the run.
Where she was in the run, beating a 2-time Group 1 winner, a 3-time Group 1 winner into third, militarised, beating Gringotts, who's won a Group 1, beating Pericles, who's won a Group 1, beating Linebacker, who's won a Group 1. So the Wave for Age horses have run pretty much as well as they could have.
Yeah.
And she's spanked them. Like, this was a good Doncaster field.
It was. It was a great Doncaster. So to put into context, so she was given a 109 by Dan O'Sullivan for that run. Autumn Glow's highest rating was in the George Ryder, which was only a couple of weeks ago, and there was a 107.5. Based on the weight that Autumn Glow would have had to have carried in the Doncaster, like 56.5, whatever it was, she would have had to have run a 113.5 to beat Sheeza Alibi, according to that 109 rating. Winks, that's like Winks-like territory, and that's what Winks ran in her first Cox Plate win. So we're basically saying that Autumn Glow would have had to have improved to a level that is Winks-like in order to just beat Sheeza Alibi at the weights. So, like, what do we have here? Man, how about, like, it's ironic how much it's flipped. When we first started doing this podcast, we had Nature Strip going around, who was a superstar sprinter, and we had deep sprinting ranks. I think we started the podcast after like the bibs and exceedances and all that sort of stuff, and the yeses maybe, or maybe it was around that time. Yeah,
yeah. So whoever was running around there, Marzu.
Yeah, Marzu, kind to us. But we haven't really had a lot of superstar talent in our weight for age ranks. We talked about it ad nauseum on this podcast. Like, fuck, our weight for age ranks are pretty thin. They're okay, but they're thin. Dubai Honor comes out every autumn and spanks them. Animo got spanked by Dubai Honor, and he was spanking our horses for an 18-month period. And then all of a sudden, our sprinting ranks look thin AF. But our weight for age ranks have two potential world beaters at the same time.
Writing was on the wall 2 years ago with our sprinting ranks, though.
It was, yeah.
Bella Nipotina winning an Everest she would have either been 7 or 8.
3 wide, no cover.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, that something's off here.
Yeah.
Like, where's the... And I think the ranks also have been robbed with Think About It going to miss as well. Mm-hmm. But also, he was being trained towards a Cox Plate at one point, which...
Not your finest work, Joe.
Well, I'm reading down the list here. Doncaster results. Attica finished 13th, beating 10 lengths. What would have he have done? But your point's right. Absolutely right. I think our weight for age ranks are...
This Queen Elizabeth is an elite Queen Elizabeth.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the horses like Very Elegant and Animo, since we've started this, have kind of like made us okay from a weight for age ranks. It's like people turn on the Queen Elizabeth for that, right? Or a Cox Plate. But if there's an international coming here, you're absolutely right. You basically just want to take them every single time. I wouldn't be surprised if internationals are kind of looking at the ranks now. It's like, whew, you're going to have to be bloody good to beat them.
Yeah. Absolutely agree. And I think, with respect, no horse exemplifies that better than Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
Like, how many Group 1s? 10. He's a good horse, phenomenal horse, super consistent, but he'd get pantsed overseas.
Yeah.
Absolutely pants, with respect.
Well, he did.
Well, he did, yeah. He did. But yeah, you're right about the international horses looking at Autumn Glow and Sheeza. I saw a bit of chatter around the Golden Eagle being one of the world's best form lines. And, it justifying its place on the calendar. We hate that race, by the way, Drifters, if you didn't know already.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. I'll watch it and bet. But won a fortune on it last year. Seeples, Quinella. But the only reason why the internationals come out is because it's worth an absolute mozza. There's no prestige associated with the race whatsoever. If they do come out this year for the Golden Eagle, I don't think they're coming out thinking they can win. They're probably thinking like, well, can we run second or third and get heaps of prize money anyway?
Sure.
But, we're going to be robbed. We're going to be robbed of a Cox Plate.
Yeah. I think, let's have a look at these sprinting ranks, right? So, Jolly Star, mare in form. Like, what is she now? Is she 5 or 6?
5.
Yeah. So, to your theory, 5-year-old mares, she's just matured into a really consistent
She's
mare.
ready matured.
Yeah. So, probably tick that wet track box on the weekend as well. And looking at her prep, she's just been super. I think this is probably the most they've spread out her runs as well.
Yeah, I think Chris Waller's finally figured her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
3-run prep, 3 or 4 weeks between each run.
Yeah. Done. And so she probably, after the autumn, probably deserves to be right near the top, right?
Yep.
You can absolutely forgive Tentaris. Nothing went right for him. Inside barrier, didn't handle the ground. Giga Kick was good. I think the 1400 metres in the all-aged is going to be looking pretty good for him. Don't know where Jimmy's at.
Just don't think he's come up this prep.
No, maybe he had a virus leading in or something, but he just hasn't come up. And then when Skybird's running 13 at TJ, that gives me the ick.
The wet deck.
Sure.
I had an each way on her. On the wet deck.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But also had a decent bet on Jimmy. Yeah, no, I agree. Skybird heading towards the Sangster. Yeah, like that's a race for her.
Yeah.
Especially if it's wet. But no, I agree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wasn't a vintage TJ.
Then Campione d'Italia was a nice win. Tell you what, imagine being the connections at Streisand. Talk about getting out of the casino.
Oh, getting out of the casino, mate.
And probably, I don't know who's better, like Paradoxium or the Streisand connections there. And then spewing, I didn't jump on the early price with profoundly.
Yeah.
That was divine.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good win. And a lot of good judges were on as well.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yourself included.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, that was a hell of a win. She's right in the Oaks.
Yeah, absolutely. The final one, Green Spaces, became... I feel like I always articulate this poorly. But up until his win on the weekend, Animo had been the longest distance winner for Street Boss.
Yeah, right, okay.
So Green Spaces is the first one to win past 2,040 metres for Street Boss progeny.
Oh, interesting.
And Bjorn...
Street Boss was a sprinter. Yeah.
So Bjorn's going like, get him to the Melbourne Cup, bruh. So he's a good stayer though. He was fantastic.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
He was good. Like, definitely not a vintage derby, but how often do we have a vintage derby? Like, who's the best winner of the derby?
Totsu.
Yeah, and I'd say Aliana was probably as good as him. So we don't get a vintage edition every year, but he was a good solid edition.
Yeah. Storm Leopard had his chance, like when a 251-1 Pops run at second. Probably question marks over the form, but yeah, Green Spaces, like in the lead up, he had the flash and light.
Yeah.
I guess another bubble burst with Observer though.
Yeah, so one-paced.
Yeah.
I think what we said at the start of the prep for him was, I don't know if he's a stayer, but he should be good anyway because it's against his own age group. Maybe he's more of a 1,600 metre, 2,000 metre horse. And now I'm thinking, has he just been beating up on some average Victorians?
Yeah, I agree. Like, you look at 60s. Well, 60 ran. Well, he was beaten 8 lengths, 8th in Doncaster.
Yeah, that's not going to be pretty rating for a lot of horses, though. That Doncaster beaten 8 lengths.
Afterthought written all over it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, don't know where Observer's at. And what is he, 3-year-old? Like, he's the type of horse I would expect to be in a Golden Eagle.
Absolutely.
1,500 metres. That's what his target will be in the spring.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Good luck to every single one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens because if you've got Autumn Glow and Sheeza running around at the same time in the spring, they're avoiding each other. Therefore, what's every other connection going to do? It's like, well, we have to either race against her or her, so we're fucked either way.
We are fucked either way.
Let's just try to get over a staying distance this time. Aliana, fuck. But how's that? Aliana and Sir Delius, any other time, you'd be like, we've got 2 really good ones. They're, compared to those 2, B-graders.
Yeah, that's true, but you also need to strike while the iron's hot. So Delius runs in that Caulfield Cup, he fucking wins it.
He does, yeah. He does.
But you say that, he did win 2 Group 1s in the spring. So
he had a good spring. He had a really good spring.
He did. It just could have been, he could have got a classic.
He could have.
In Karuna, might be never again. She's burnt me one too many times, I reckon. That was a nice winner in the last, though, that Plaintiff.
Yeah, undefeated.
Yeah. Let's get to some previews, though. Let's go to Caulfield Race 8. The Thoroughbred Club Anniversary Vase, listed race, 1,600 metres. The rail is out 8 metres at Caulfield this weekend. Bit of rain around as well, and chilly. Like, I'm talking like 15 degrees tops. So we don't get that up here. It's 30 degrees here today. Previous winners of this race, Pride of Jenny won this last year. First Immortal, Cardinal Gem, still a star. So probably have the likes of Alduca going forward with Golden Path, El Rocco, Siddharthi going forward, Taken. So I think there will be enough speed here, but typical of Victorian races, they'll probably run at a leisurely gallop.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Chillicap was a bet here. I think she's far better suited on rain-affected ground. She's undefeated on soft. Beaten 3 lengths behind the likes of Lazura in the Cornwall Classic. Going back to listed grade here at the mile. I think she's a bet. Save some ground on the inside.
Yeah, I was looking at her for the Cornwall Classic a bit, actually. So interesting to see her back here. 2-horse race for mine. Alduca, who was on last start, and Marigold, who's been a mare in form. She's been up for a very long time with some little spaces between runs, but she's been going super. I think Alduca I'm probably leaning towards, though. I know where he's going to be, particularly Caulfield. Like, I know even if he's contesting the lead, you probably want to be in the first third. And he ran super last start, so Alduca's probably the one I'm leaning towards, but I think Marigold's a big chance.
Big chance. Yeah, Spewing had a long, hard look at her last week.
So did I.
And I see her win at $16.
Yeah.
Like, why was I only looking?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I doing?
Yep.
Anyway. Randwick.
That's rugby league.
Rail is out 4 metres. Good weather in the lead up. Potentially the inside lanes could have some scarring from the wet weather. Wear and tear last week, but keep that in mind for early in the day, so they might come into the middle lanes throughout the day. But monitor it yourself this weekend. You know what I mean. Race 1 is the Fernhill Mile, handicap 1,600 metres for the 2-year-olds. Spicy Lou won this last year. Broadsiding also won this on his way to winning a Champagne.
Mm-hmm.
And Kitty Cat Tom announced himself as like, hey, I'm a horse.
Decent little race.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any Kitty Cat Toms in this field, though.
No, I don't think so, but they could become Kitty Cat Toms. Hydro Bomb, really nice win in Sandown last start. This horse still has no idea what he's doing. He was back towards the back of the field. It looked absolutely horrible in the run. But once he got clear air, I tell you what, Dan Stackhouse had plenty of horse underneath him and absolutely launched. I like that the Hayes boys have brought him to Sydney. And he gets a nice draw with D-Lane on, who can get a horse to relax. Hydro Bomb, the son of Seamus Award. Keen on him this week. And if I'm looking at the Champagne, I don't know if Campione d'Italia is backing up into the Champagne as well, but this could be the form race. Something could come out of left field, just like Broadsiding, win here and then win the Champagne. Don't know what Hydro Bomb is in futures, but if you like anything in this race, have a look at their price for the Champagne because they might do the quick backup.
I like it. Nothing more to add. Race 2 is the South Pacific Stakes. I want to highlight one of my favourite horses ever, who won this race and then went to Hong Kong. I'm showing you a race of him. Look at the Jerry Harvey silks in the back here.
Uh-huh.
So, IndyCar is his name.
IndyCar.
Mate, look at this win. So, at the 300, he's 8 lengths off him. At the 200, he's probably 6 off him.
She's alibi.
Mate, look at him, this acceleration to the line here. So, this was the lead up to the South Pacific on a midweek on a Wednesday. And I was like, well, if that thing can do that on a Wednesday, what can he do on a Saturday? And he was this was back when all-in markets were all-in markets. It was $15 in all-ins, and then he started about $6 on the Saturday. Tell you what, it's about the opposite currently in all-in markets. They're absolutely pox.
Yeah, they are pox.
Race 2, so we have the South Pacific. Tempted won this last year. Oh, no, she didn't. Sergeant Major won this last year.
Oh, Sergeant Major.
Valana, IndyCar, Persan, which is interesting, and then Kementari. Where did you land here? Because Beskar won the lead up here at 80 to 1. So I feel like the bookies will kind of take on that form, just given the SP. I thought this was really difficult to kind of nail one down.
Yeah, it is. I thought Regal Award at $3.40. The only reason why is because Best Car's starting price profile, and he ran 7th in that race, Regal Award, but he's a much better horse than that. So I think he's likely, but $3.40 is pretty short.
Also meets him 4.5 kilos better at the weights.
He does. Options. I thought I might just have a little nibble at him, a little speck at 34s with Team Green. He was good in the spring. Won a superimposed stakes. Looked absolutely super winning that, and then goes to the Vars and was a little bit disappointing, and then even more disappointing in the Derby. I just don't think he's a staying horse. I think he's probably a miler, so I'd like to see him resuming here over 1,400 metres. Gets a dross draw and has Karen on, also dross, but with 53 kilos and at that price, might have a spec.
Yeah. Yeah, I found this really difficult. If I had to give one, it'd be Regal Award or this number 15, Siragusa, who's come from Muswell form, knocking over horses in benchmark 58s by 3 lengths, carrying 61 kilos, carries 53 here with Craig on. But it's that type of race, I think. The Percy Sykes is 1,200 metres Group 3 for the 2-year-old fillies. Tempted won this last year, and these are away game, Shoals Miss Rock. So I think it's a good fillies race. I think Sutono Glow's a nice little filly.
She is. She's a nice filly. What I like about her is that she's had the run over 1,200 metres, where there's a few of these who haven't. I was tossing up between her, Sutono Glow, and Medicinal. Medicinal was super last start, absolutely braining him over 1,000 metres. Jadzia ran 2nd in that race, and then I think Jadzia's run since and was very disappointing from memory. So I'm just... Look, there's a question mark over all the 2-year-old form. All of it. But I think, yeah, either one of those for me. Tell me about this reaching out. Ran on the Kenzo. It's come up a $3.60 favourite.
Stable. Beaten 4 lengths. Yeah. That's all I can give you.
Yeah, right. These 2-year-olds, I think people are probably looking for form that's left of field, but maybe just the entire crop shit.
Could be. Like if you're putting a line through, what's the name? Reaching out. So Nadra started a favourite in that race.
Yeah.
So she was starting $5 behind Cheyenne when she absolutely brained him at Randwick. Before that, beaten a lip to Wolf Gap. So that's the type of form reference that she's kind of gone out and then beaten. So she's beaten this filly by 4 lengths or whatever it is, 6 lengths. You can put a line, that connection through Cheyenne, and then Miss Chanel, who's come out and then run well in the sires. So if you look really deep.
Let's have a little look under the hoodsy.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Sutono Glow for me.
Unbeaten filly.
Why not? Yeah. So, do you do the Midway Championships final?
This isn't my wheelhouse.
Well, I said, what was the thing that I said last week that Purton was on? Chidiac.
Yeah.
Out of the side of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's like Chidiac. Chidiac will win that. So for this one, I'll give you one at value.
Okay.
1 by 3 sort of stuff. Number 10, Oakfield Jupiter. Been a big fan of this mare.
Won for us before.
I reckon grand final day.
Yeah.
There or thereabouts, maybe. But yeah, barrier 2, she has the form around like far better horses. Like the best horses always run well in this race because it's pretty much, it's not set weights, but it pretty much should be. She gets a bit of weight relief from the likes of Buffalo and Lord of Biscay. Those horses will run really well here. So will Midnight Opal. Matcha Latte will, as the favourite, will be super. But Oakfield Jupiter at a price, I think she's the value in the race. The Oaks, race 5, 2,400 metres for the 3-year-old fillies. Treasure the Moment won this last year. Autumn Angel, Hungry Heart, Colette, Very Elegant, Unforgotten. I reckon she was the one I was trying to think of the other week.
Yeah, I think so.
Profoundly, super in the lead up. If she handles the backup, surely she's going to be awfully hard to beat. Doesn't have as good a draw here though. Going from 10 of 12. And I wouldn't have thought Farnan is a staying sire of note.
That's bizarre. But she seemed to thrive, like stepping up in trip, and I don't know. Maybe she's just one of those ones who, throws a lot more to her dam side. I don't know much about Profound Wisdom and Alsama, her dam sire. But like just recently, what was her name? She's Extreme by Extreme Choice. She won an Oaks, Victorian Oaks. Knight's Choice by Extreme Choice has won a Melbourne Cup. Snitzel's produced some stayers, but it was such an impressive win last start that I'm inclined to think that she can, if she handles the quick backup, she can win. I was on Soverado last start, and she ran well. So I wouldn't be surprised if she runs well again here. I think the one out of the Vinery I want to take, though, is not I Hope Wins at $2.40. It's After Summer at $9.50 by the Autumn Sun. She looks like she'll run out the Oaks trip, no dramas whatsoever. She's got a nice draw. You know where she's going to land. So it's her or Profoundly for me. Any others that you're looking at?
Yeah, I think there's a hit and run in that Vinery. I think it's number 5, Long Legs. Typically, I've been following her in and out of a prep, and she was 4th behind Profoundly there, where Profoundly had the flashing light at Kembla. She's better suited when she's out dominating the field. I think she has a bit of ticker behind her. Now, she's out Russian Revolution, which is not a staying sire of note either. But at the $21, I think I'm more inclined to go her way. Just a bit of a spec to go, hey, I don't know if any of these really stay that well. I hope they win, sure. But I think Longlegs was actually a better run in the Vinery than her. And if you watch that replay, she was zigging and zagging where there was just a couple of things that went wrong for her in the straight. And I think she's better when she's leading up the field. Barry won. Nash, I think it's a bit of a prep run. I think it's going to be a little bit of an ambush this weekend for Longlegs.
Jeez, I hope you're right at 21s.
Yeah. So I'll back her, and I'll have a little something on Profoundly as well, in like a same race multi or a Quinella or something, because Profoundly, that run was just too good to ignore.
Yeah, absolutely
as well. The Arrowfield, 1,200 metres, Group 2, 3-year-olds. Enriched won this last year when Autumn Glow got scratched. She got the bone chip removed last year. Jolie Star the year prior, Af Cabin, Varley. Marzu, Wild Ruler, classic legend. So good horses win this race. Tempted? Just put in, put out?
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Bavar, I think he's a 1,400 metre horse. Devil Knight ran super last start, but that was his first good run. To be fair, he's been pretty good this prep. But no thanks. Grafter Burners, yuck. I think he's the main danger. You can have the rest. Tempted gets the perfect setup. I know she's drawn pretty wide, but there's so much pace in this race. I think Chad Schofield can just find a spot in the back half of the field, swing around and just go bang.
I'm Chad.
Yeah, I think she would have gone mighty close in the TJ.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
So she'll take care of these.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mahuna? You know.
I don't like that Galaxy.
Mate, in flight, who I was giving, I saw her. I think she's running the last. And in her lead up, she was beaten 0.8 and she finished like 9th. Like, talk about a blanket finish. And as a handicap over the 1100, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But like, tell you what, Briasa didn't run well last week. No. So he hasn't franked the form at all.
No.
Mahuna has been good this prep though. I think she's been...
Yeah, she's been good.
Bit underrated.
She has been good. But she's not going close in the TJ.
No, I think Tempted is. So that's a good case you make. So yeah, Tempted for me. Nice of them to put the Sydney Cup as the first leg of the quad. Fuck me. Good luck, punters.
It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Arapaho won this last year. Circle of Fire, Explosive Jack, my guy. Salino, your guy. And who shot the barman? You'll remember I was on at 26-1. Good stuff. Speed here. I think there'll be enough. You have the likes of Changing the Guard, River of Stars, Lit Steel, Campeldino, Duakibo just behind, and maybe even the likes of Machine Gun Gracie going forward here. Mr. Monaco, $5 favourite, barrier 16, Jamie Mellum, for a horse that plays up this much in the yard? Couldn't possibly.
All right. So, yeah, couldn't possibly. There's two groups of horses in this race. Actually, there's three, to be fair. There's two groups, two major groups. One group is the same stayers who we were talking about last week, where it's like, whose fucking turn is it? And in that is your Campbellinos, your bloody your piggybacks mostly, your Juakibos, your Mr. Monacos.
At the Baskins.
At the Baskins. They're versing each other and they're beating each other up each week. And then there's the horses that have been racing in stakes races, weight for age, set weights and penalties. Still Sydney form, but different Sydney form. The last group's the Victorian group, which is, I'm not even going to include here. Because Lit Steel and Whiskey on the Hill, I don't know about that race. I want the weight for age stakes form.
Yep.
So that's like your River of Stars and your Soul of Spain. There's not a lot of it in this race. Valiant King even. I think River of Stars will look the winner a long way.
Mate, she looked the winner for a long way in a Melbourne Cup.
She did. Tough as nails, has J-Mac. I think she'll run super. I'm keen on Soul of Spain, though. I think the only reason why J-Mac isn't on Soul of Spain is because 54.5 is too light for him.
Way too light.
So he gets Tommy Berry.
He can ride one horse in this race.
Exactly. And look, Soul of Spain, it's all been prep runs. It's all been prep runs with this is the grand final. That second of Vauban reads really well. He's run fourth in the Very Elegant at weight for age over a mile. And then the Tancred, he's been beaten by 7 lengths, but you basically Aliana and Dubai Honor and Vauban. Like, obviously, they're going to brain the rest of these. And he's carrying weight for age. And now he drops to 54.5 kilos here. Chris Waller in a Sydney Cup. Like, I'd much, much rather take $8.50 for him than bloody $5 for Mr. Monaco.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Big time. He's the one out of the weight for age form. And I agree with you. You can sack the Melbourne form. But I'm going the pikey form.
For the Machine Gun Gracie.
The big girl. Machine Gun Gracie. Now, do not back her now at the $9. No chance she starts single figures, surely. 1,900 to 3,200.
It's ambitious.
Third up. I just don't possibly see how. But I think she's looking at her action. She has an action very similar to Arcora for mine. I think the further she gets out, whether this is maybe they just missed a run in the prep or something, but I'm going to take the punt that she'll run it out and just has a superior staying prowess. But, mate, I've loved everything I saw from her last start. Sure, it was in against the fillies and mares there. Has to step up. Has the 51 kilos, though. Think she'll be sitting midfield off the fence and in the best part of the track and just grinding away and just go girl. You won't miss her because she's enormous.
She's big girl.
But she has a nice, efficient action to her as well, which I like to see. So not backing her now. I'm going to back her on Saturday where she'll start $13. And I reckon Solar Spain is the one they'll come for. I reckon he starts shorter than $8.50. I wouldn't be surprised. Would I be surprised? What would we see? Who of these are we going to see in a Brisbane Cup? Like when we're there?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like
Machine Gun Gracie, she's lightly raced this prep.
Hutchins? We're going to go Hutch.
Yeah, that'd be nice actually. I really
The son of
that.
Frankel.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Maybe New Look, who won last start.
Athabascan?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Valiant King.
Yeah. Valiant King. That's a good shout. Well, he was good heading towards the Melbourne Cup last year.
He was.
And then he just got too far back.
But he's had. This is going to be his 24th start.
Yeah.
And he's not going to have a third win.
No, he's not. He's not. All right. Race 8, the Queen of the Turf. This is a race.
This is a good Queen of the Turf.
It is great Queen of the Turf. 1,600 metres, Group 1, weight for age for the fillies and mares. Fangirl won this last year. Zugotcha the year prior. A Tissue, Conte Patiro, Canedna, my girl. Alize, Fox Play. So
Not a bad on roll.
You have to be a good mare. So who's the... Mate, talk about the big four here. Pride of Jenny, Lady Shenandoah, Treasure of the Moment, and then the up-and-comer Idle Flyer. They've all drawn beside each other.
Yeah, crazy.
Love that. J-Mac on Lady Shenandoah getting off Lazura. No real surprise to me. Interested to hear your thoughts because you've been a fan of both Lady Shenandoah. I think you've been in the conversation of the number one ticket holder for Treasure at the moment. You've been a fan of Lazura previously, but you're also a big fan of Idle Fly. So I don't know where you're going.
Well, first and foremost, like, Tony Otterbrae can fucking do one. Again, like, I don't know if this bloke listens to what he's saying or thinks about what he's saying before he says it, but during the week he got interviewed.
Oh, fuck.
And there was an offering, hey, $1 million match race with Autumn Glow. Would you do it? He's like, oh, absolutely, I'd do it. And that was after he decided to take Pride of Jenny to the Queen of the Turf as opposed to the Queen Elizabeth. It's like, mate, you had the chance this weekend. Bro is A1 delusional.
He has a good mare, though.
He has a very good mare.
Yeah.
I think she's due for a flat performance. Like, that was an absolute gut buster in the Aussie Cup. And it's not just Treasure of the Moment trucking up this time. He'll be happy, though. There's no Waterhouse Bot horses in this race. But there's a lot of speed. You got Perfumist, she's a hustler. Treasure, Idle, doesn't muck around. I think Lady Shenandoah will try and be prominent, or Lazura with Nash on. I think the jockeys and the trainers, they'd be listening to those comments from Tony Otterbrae. Absolutely. And they know enough about Pride of Jenny now to have her measure. I think she'll start favourite, though, because just the punters get on. Which means I think you'll get a better price of pretty much everything else. Lady Shenandoah has been really good this prep without being Lady Shenandoah. So I'm just thinking she might be having a prep now similar to what we saw with, like, your Zugotchas. She's a better horse than Zugotcha, but where trained as a sprinter, that's just taken a bit out of them, and and ride off the autumn and wait until she comes back as a 5-year-old mare in the spring, where she can probably be trained for like a King Charles or something like that. I don't think Chris Waller originally had this as his plan, the Queen of the Turf for Lady Shenandoah.
Nah, say TJ.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yep.
So I'm prepared to risk, and it brings me back to Treasure. I think she gets a suck run from 3. I think other horses will bring her into the race, and a truly run race is probably what she wants if she's not leading or following Pride of Jenny. She had an easy win last start. It was pretty much a barrier trial. That's the only concern heading into a fast run race, but I think she wins this. Idle Fly, good point. I don't think she's got anything on Pride of Jenny, Lady Shenandoah, and Treasure at the moment, though. I think in years gone past, she could well be favourite and a winner of this race, but not this year's edition. I think she's probably a prep away.
Yeah, I think that's a good take, and I think. What do I think? I think your comments around the trainers and the jocks and everyone and the owners and everyone kind of listening in, I think that just adds a bit more weight to this. And it's like, this win will win. Whoever beats her, if they do, it'll mean more.
Yeah, agreed.
Because like when you talk shit, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
The fall from grace is big. And the thing is like, he has a bloody good horse who's going to give him all a sight. Has Treasure at the moment beaten Pride Jenny home in a race, though?
I don't think so.
So you reckon this is the perfect setup for her to do that?
I think it is now, yeah, because the other time she's raced against her has been, I think, Moonee Valley, where it's been a small field. Pride of Jenny's downfall is when horses are tagging her. All-Star Mile, perfect example. Declan Bates has to win this race, he has to be like 8 or 9 lengths in front after 600 metres. And I'm just not sure whether he's going to do that again or the other horses will let him. Because I think this is a big enough field with enough sort of mid horses who are going to just try and take up the running. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I don't know. I'm a little bit tempted with Idle Flyer at the price, but maybe she's a prep away as well.
She was a really good winner last start.
Yeah,
really good win. I just question, Blinded by the Light and Firestorm running second and third compared to a race like this, but she wouldn't shock me. I'd want closer to $10 for her.
Yeah,
which you might get if Pride of Jenny gets jammed.
Yeah, I think I prefer her at the mile than say Lazura for me.
I agree with that.
I don't necessarily think that Lazura.
She surprised me last start.
Yeah, because J-Mac was on, mate.
He's so good.
He is great. So I don't know. I think it's the top 4 in the market are going to finish in the top 4. I think the market's absolutely nailed it. So found it really difficult. The Queen Elizabeth, race 9, 2,000 metres, Group 1, Way for Age, Via, Pride of Jenny, Dubai Honour, Think It Over, and Adabe, 2-time. Linda Mann goes forward with likes of Light Infantry Man, Sir Delius, Autumn Glow, and then the rest of them. Probably Dubai Honour's probably up there as well. Do they beat her? $1.40?
No, they don't. No.
First time, 2,000 metres?
No question. I don't think that's an issue at all. It's like it's literally like if Sheeza Alibi was in this race, first time 2,000 metres. So she's a better horse. She's better than all these. The biggest threat to her is bad luck, I think, and that's incredible to say because I think Sir Delius and Aliana and Dubai Honour are elite, but I think she's a tier above. I think she'll run the best she's ever run.
Okay, it's a favourite out market. Who are you backing?
Favourite out. Ooh, so hard to split Sir Delius and Aliana.
Well, the market would suggest they have the exact same chance.
Yeah. I think she's she's had 2 big runs. And if she was to come out and win or run second, I'm like, fuck, that's a hell of an effort. Whereas I think Sir Delius, this has been circled. And if he was in the if he was in the Tancred, I would have backed him. So I think Sir Delius.
Yeah, same. Third up in the Turnbull.
5-year-old son of Frankel who still has his nuts attached to his body. He's going to take a little while to wind up, mate.
Third up in the spring in the Turnbull, he fucking destroyed him by 2 lengths, defeating Antino, who hasn't come up, and Vistina, who won a Cox Plate after that. I don't think she would have beat him, though. He lost a plate in the run, I'm just reading there.
Did he?
Well, so that adds merit to the performance.
Dubai Honour Blinker's first time. That's pretty crazy on an 8-year-old gelding.
37th start this weekend.
Would that include overseas starts that he's had with Blinkers, you reckon? Surely not.
I don't know. I think racing is a bit kooky like that
Yeah,
sometimes. But still, he raced pretty well without him last start.
Yeah.
So maybe they want him to be further forward, maybe?
Maybe.
Blinkers?
Yeah, maybe. Tommy Marquand gave him a peach last start.
Yeah, but Tommy could do that as well. He's like, remember his rides on O'Dabe? Start riding him like 1,000 from home.
It really gets into him.
Just go, hey, bruh, we're going there. You coming with me?
Yeah, it took a pretty good one to beat him.
Yeah. All right.
A couple of times.
Sapphire Stakes, 1,200 metres Group 2 for the Phillies mares. I'm very keen on one here. Best bet of the day sort of stuff.
Well, tell me, because there was a couple that I liked here.
Oh, I'm shattered by the price.
Oh, have you seen it for the first time?
Well,
too short for you.
No, I was looking yesterday and it was $4.80. So the sport has me up and about. That is number 6, Flying for Fun. Form around the boys, Malcoupe, King's Secret. Does have to tick this 1,200 metre box, but gee, I think whenever this mare gets on top of the ground, she's different gravy. Really, really like what I see around her. Has good form around some decent horses, this horse. Like, I'm a big fan of Enriched. I think she ran... where was it? She ran second to Enriched somewhere in her form. I can't find it now. But, yeah, Flying for Fun. I think she's a good bet.
I was tossing up between her and Gangster Granny, the two in the market.
She's the one I am terrified of.
Just only runs well, has J-Mac, drops from 59 to 56.5. Spooky gate, but again, has J-Mac. If he can get the 1-1 like he usually does, she'll be incredibly hard to beat. But yeah, Flying for Fun is the massive danger. And I thought Catch the Glory at $8 was probably a little bit of value.
Absolutely. For Josh Bell.
Yeah. But
last time she raced on a good track, she was beaten 7 lengths to Autumn Glow.
There you go.
So
she wants a wet deck.
Well, does she? Maybe. It's just one of those weird things when you look through her profile. It's like she's just found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wet tracks in a row. But going from soft fives right up to heavies. So
we'll have a good fall this weekend, won't we?
I think, yeah, it should be. It's just, it is quite hot in Sydney during the week. I think it's like up to 30 degrees in the lead up. So, but mate, they'll water it, mate. They'll water it. So yeah, I think they're the 3. Like, they're the 3 you're taking the quad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Can't wait. What's the 2-leg attempted into Autumn Glow paying? Because I know everyone's on, and I want to join in the fun. No, I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah. I reckon that'll be close to bang on $2, I reckon.
Hey, better than bank interest.
Better than bank interest. 4 of them. You know what I'm disappointed about?
What?
The Lions not having a gather round jersey.
No, they've just gone for the away Guernsey, haven't they?
That sucks.
Maybe it's just a bit of a fuck you though to the AFL. Why should we bring a special jersey when you're going to put us at 12 p.m. on a Saturday against North in the Barossa?
That Barossa bra. Maybe. The fans deserve better, though.
Of course they do.
Yeah. I have the one in mind. So I reckon it was their 2006 away jersey. It's like their training jersey that they have currently with the big line on the side, but it's yellow.
Sick.
Yeah, so sick. That would have been sick, but wasn't meant to be.
Back-to-back premiers, to be honest, it's like, yeah, this is small fry stuff. I'm not worried about this. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, good luck if you're playing this weekend.
Good luck, Drifters. See ya.